Hey, everybody, welcome to WCA Extra. This is our live desk streaming show, kicking off every day just around 9:15. As a lot of you guys know, it's back to school time, and that also means a lot of kids are headed back to the field, back to the court, and all their respective places they're playing sports for the fall. And that in mind, I just want to loop in our Connor Olathorn, who talked to some kids and some kind of health officials out in Rutland as far as what that means for the kids staying safe. Connor, first of all, good morning. It's good to see you.
Yeah, good morning, John. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and kind of jumping right into it, you talked to some athletes down there, and what are some of those injuries that they're seeing or have seen headed back to school, especially just coming off the summer?
Yeah, so I talked to basically a wide receiver running back with the Rutland High School football team. They were mainly saying that a lot of the kind of just off-season workout schedule they had was helping to prevent a few injuries. One of the running back was coming off of a torn ACL, so he missed basically all of last year. He was just saying, how difficult PT was, and then kind of getting in shape for this year was his big challenge, I guess. But they're doing those off-season workouts to try to prevent a few injuries. Anything minor to major kind of just really helps out.
No, absolutely, and and part of that too. You talk to a doctor and then an athletic trainer there too. What are they recommending as kids, start to get back and back in the swing of things?
Yeah, so both of them are based out of Vermont Orthopedics out of Rutland Regional Medical Center. And they're kind of just recommending what you can do off the field, essentially. So making sure that you're stretching, making sure that you're eating well. Another thing that they really emphasized was getting enough sleep, especially in the summer. They said that it's a little more difficult if people are up late. And they kind of also were just saying, make sure that before, and this goes for really anyone doing a physical activity, make sure you move. You don't just go right into it cold. I think the example that they used that I couldn't fit into my story was, if someone wakes up for a 6 o'clock practice at 5:30, they're not going to be ready to hit the field and have a successful day.
Yeah, absolutely. I can probably speak to the fact that there's a few pre-seasons in my day where I just came into it cold and that I paid for it. So definitely don't follow my lead there and be prepared. That's always kind of good tips there. There was one thing, we'll see it in just a sec too, but I think it was the athletic trainer. He's like talking about preseason conditioning, kind of going to things too quick. And he said kids shouldn't be whipped into shape in about a week. Obviously, it's a lot of workload on that. So it's more or less, they don't want to get rid of the preseason. It's more just the workload itself in that span of time, right?
Yeah, basically he was saying that coaches need to, take an account for every single athlete on the field. Some are going to be, ready on day one. Some are going to need an extra 2 weeks because maybe they don't do as much during the summer, in this case for fall. But basically he was also talking about the actual workload in those practices. So in Rutland, for example, I believe the athletic trainer was saying that, the team does a walkthrough in the mornings, and then later in the day when I was actually there, they do their actual heavy practice, or sometimes they'll do a walkthrough in a lift or a team film in a lift. So basically it's something to make sure they're not having too much on their bodies, because that's when bodies, I guess he said, basically start to break down, wear out, and that's when injuries can happen.
Absolutely, yeah. And like I said, as far as just staying safe and being active, and especially for kids who are entering their senior season, that's the last thing they want is to get hurt. So definitely something just to get out and enjoy. Really quick too, Connor, where did you play high school sports? What'd you play?
I did. I played soccer down at Duxbury High, in Massachusetts. So,
oh yeah, Pembroke. So.
Again, fair bit of preseason, but you weren't doing, an exorbitant amount that would really kill your bodies before the whole season.
Yeah, Duxbury High, one of the rival teams of Pembroke High School. So, I'm very familiar with your high school now. Now it's a huge one.
And vice versa. So
yeah. Anyway, Connor and I both grew up in Massachusetts. Anyway, Connor, thanks so much for hopping on. We'll show your story in just a sec here, but I appreciate you kind of just shedding some light on some
yeah.
stuff.
Thanks, John. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. All right, that was our Connor Olathorn. He was just talking about some of the stuff down as far as just keeping kids healthy and safe as they start heading into some high school sports, and we'll show you his story in just a sec here. If it cooperates.
As summer winds down, training camps around the state for high school athletes are in full swing. But after an off-season, the ever-prevalent threat of injuries grows increasingly higher. Others on the comeback trail after time away due to injury.
At the start, it was hard. Surgery was a pain in my butt because stiffening out your knee is not so fun. It's not easy. There's always pain.
Rutland Rising senior and running back. He ruptured his anterior cruciate ligament last season during the middle of a game. After a year of intense physical therapy, he says he's better than ever and bursting to get out on the field.
I made a lot of progress. I think I'm more athletic, stronger than I was before, but there's a lot more room for improvement. Coach Norman and my mom really just pushed me and kept making me go to PT even though I didn't want to.
Kids are going to come in, they're not used to the running around so much.
Doctors watching over the high schoolers' health say there are many injuries that can be prevented by taking the right steps, protecting your body both on and off the field.
What happens in practice or in games sometimes, but making sure that they're eating well.
Well, looks like we're having some technical difficulties here, and you can see all the pores in my body. And I don't know why I can't swap this.
Oh, we love technical difficulties.
Here we go. All right, we'll play this in a second. Hold on. Why can't I swap out of 2? Huh. Here we go. All right. You figured it out. I apologize. We hit something that is stuck there. So if you'd like to see Connor Allthorne's full story, you can see that at WCAX.com. So yeah, we had a camera zoomed in on the bottom. So and just
we've got a whole newsroom over there that's watching,
So,
mesmerized. Oh gosh.
So anyway, great work for Connor, and of course you can see all those tips on WCAX.com, especially if you or your son or daughter is headed back to school and just trying to stay safe there. So, yeah, that's cool. Anyway, Peter. Anyway, for people headed outside today, maybe they're headed out to the sports field.
Yeah.
What can we expect as far as it's probably about practice time or preseason? Did high school have preseason?
Yeah, they do some preseason practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. More another day of kind of the same, if you will. More gray skies, more clouds, but I also think we could get a little bit of sunshine mixing in here as we head towards later today. The view on satellite radar right now, you can see mostly cloudy skies overhead, a few spot rain showers out there here and there to kick things off this morning. Here is the view from Church Street, not quite as wet as where we were earlier this morning, sitting at 61 degrees right now in the Queen City. Winds out of the south between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Temperatures 50s and 60s on the board right now. Most of us will talk daytime highs, generally in the mid to upper 60s, maybe a few lower 70s here as we head towards this afternoon, if enough places get a good amount of sunshine going. Here's how the day shapes up on Futurecast. Mixture of sunshine and clouds here for most of us. Still the chance at a few spotty rain showers here and there through the course of the day today. So we're not done with the rain quite yet, but we will keep the rain chances here and there through the course of the day today. We head into your day on Friday. We get the sunshine back, sunshine and nothing but sunshine here as we head through the day tomorrow. And temperatures will start to climb as a result. For today, though, we'll talk mid to upper 60s out there. Tomorrow back into the 70s. Heading towards the weekend, look at that, upper 70s. And lower 80s, so closer to where we should be here for this time of year. In terms of the dew points, we've been very comfortable out there the last several days. Dew points in the 50s. Take a look at what happens as we head towards Sunday and Monday, though. They start to inch back up into the 60s, so not getting oppressively humid by any means, but just becoming a bit more noticeable here as we head into the start of the new week. First layer forecast here through the rest of the day today. A mixture of sunshine and clouds out there. Chance at a few rain showers here and there as well. Get enough enough sunshine going. A few communities could make a run towards the lower 70s here this afternoon. Tonight, overnight lows, they fall back into the 40s and 50s. Those skies are clearing. Clear skies and sunshine here for your day on Friday, with temperatures back into the 70s here for all of us. A lovely, nice day on tap here for your day tomorrow. And now look at that 7-day forecast. Look at Friday, good amount of sunshine. That sunshine carries over into the day on Saturday. The chance of a few showers and thunderstorms Sunday afternoon and into the day on Monday. But otherwise, I think most of us will be talking a good amount of sunshine. That sunshine carries over into Tuesday as well as into the day on Wednesday. Daytime highs back into the upper 70s and lower 80s. Are we back to normal here?
I think we're back to normal. Yeah, it was great seeing just a close up of my nose and face. Yeah. So, but that's the beauty of live
of live events.
Live events.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you, Peter. And of course, some of this weather, just keep in mind too. We'll be at the fair, and a lot of our WCAX staff will be at the fair starting end of this week. You and I will be there Friday. A lot of fun stuff. So come by, say hi, grab a sticker, and
3 to 5, the entire morning crew tomorrow.
That's right.
Yep.
Thank you, Peter. Of course, if you want to see us again, you can see us at WCAX at noon, all of our evening shows, and of course on our website, WCAX.com. I think out in mind, let you guys go and get on your day. So have a good one.